So we're starting to decorate the Christmas tree.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
So we're just studying right now, and I'm doing my math homework because I decided that I didn't want to do the last 2 assignments, so now I have so much math homework, but it's okay. So tip number 1 is make a list. And what I mean by list is make a list of what you need to do. So I just wrote like do my math homework, A and P, just so that as you're going throughout, like as you're doing your homework, you have something to check off and be like, okay, I got things done. Because when you're not checking it down, you know, like you need to get to work. Okay, tip number 2 is music. Listen to music while you study, but don't go for any music that is going to distract you. I know I can only do classical or like instrumental music, because if I listen to a song that I love, I'm going to get distracted, and this is going to happen to you. Tip number 3 is grab yourself a drink that's going to keep you awake. For me, it's coffee. For some people, it's tea. Whatever floats your boat. Grab something that is going to keep you up and energized to do your homework. Tip number 4 is you want to stay hydrated. Just keep a water bottle or just a cup of water next to you, just because it's important. Tip number 5 is to give yourself breaks. Remember that your brain can only handle so much at a time, and studies have actually shown that if you study in 1 hour, like increments, you're gonna learn everything better and it's gonna stay in your brain longer. So take a break, watch a video, talk with your friends, do something. Get your mind off of whatever you're working on. Tip number 6 is give yourself enough time to study. Don't expect that you're going to learn everything in one night, so definitely don't procrastinate with your studying. Learn a little bit every day, and then every day that you're learning something new, review what you learned that previous day. It's going to help you a lot, and you're going to retain everything for a lot longer too. Tip number 7 is teach others, and just take what you're learning and break it down for someone else so that it kind of makes more sense not only to you but to the other person as well. Tip number 8 is study with people who you know are going to be serious about the test. And this is a really big one, because if you study with someone who you know, like, they're going to distract you, you're going to talk to them, you're going to hang out instead of actually learning, it's not going to benefit you in any way, us today. But study with someone who you know is going to push you and ask you questions and will help you do better on your exam. Tip number 9 is don't be scared to ask your instructor questions about anything that you've learned. Just because when you ask questions, they might even give you hints on what's going to be on the exam. So don't be scared. They're the ones that wrote the test, so you might as well ask that same person. Tip number 10, the last one, is do not pull an all-nighter, because your brain cannot handle it. If you pull an all-nighter, studies show that you actually have a higher chance of doing worse on your exam. Even though you studied a bunch for the exam, you might not do as well as you think you would do. Those are my guidelines that I like to go off of whenever I study, so just some tips. Bye.